All right, good morning, everybody. Hope you guys had a fantastic night, fantastic San Valentine with wives, relatives, everyone. Let's see what the market is gonna give us today, where we are. Let's finish to map these 15 minutes, right? So that's how I see this leg. We are almost back into the 4-hour order block over there on the ES. Let's see on the Nasdaq, right? The Nasdaq the same. Nasdaq is the same, and we are already rejecting the 4-hour of the block over there. So let's see what's happening today. My plan is again looking for a short this morning, both ES and the Nasdaq. If the conditions, of course, they will come up. News. We had some news 8:30, 9:15, and then we have 10 a.m. Let's see Forex calendar. And 1:15 we have FMC. So right. So at 30 we had already news, 9:15 already news, but I think at this point, you know, market is waiting for this one. It can very well be a day of no trades, but as you have if you have watched enough of myself so far, I wait for that opportunity. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Hope you had a wonderful San Valentine. Do you watch the video, the trade I took yesterday? Wonderful, my friend. That was wonderful. So this morning here on the S&P and then on the Nasdaq, I really at this point would like to see this price go down here without not even a green candle, and then come back here, see where is our entries, and then bring this bad boy down once again. We see what's going on, we see what's happening, but we are into the on the Nasdaq we are in the 4-hour order block. We are into the 4-hour order block over there, rejecting the 4-hour order block, and I bet we are in a nice area over here. It's yeah. So it would be really nice to see if we can get an entry today on the downside. But we have news. I don't know if you have seen. We have news on 1:15 p.m. FMC member Waller speaks. Waller. I mean, it's not red. Forex Factory doesn't pull up as a red news, but still something that we need to take in consideration. We see what's happening. It's market is just open 9:30. Everybody. One of the things that I have really figured out to me that works very nice is, you know, putting the alert. Yesterday, that's how I took that trade in the end. I did put alert there. Once the alert sounded, I went back to the chart. I went to see what was the deal. I definitely think we are going down to take these lows. Today, the name of the game is, as always, be patient, discipline, avoid FOMO, right? And the trend is your friend. Execution, of course. Fearless. When you got your edge, you're gonna take it. You're going to take it. And most of all, do not give back, right? I mean, in the end of the day, the thing is, if you have followed your rules and everything, and you got a losing trade, so be it. I mean, you have followed your rules, right? But you know that followed your rules means it's gonna put you in a positive place in time. Not every system, you know, it's not gonna be 100%. everybody. Everybody. And that's the law I was thinking. I think we are going to take these lows. Boom. Nice displacement here on the 15 minutes. I really want to see continuation on this candle, to be fair. Bit unfortunate that really this candle didn't close up, because then at this point we would have already a market structure shift on the 15. Minutes, you can do it. How is the music underneath? You like it? Yeah, beautiful. No. I mean, executing my last trade. My last trade happened in here. So that was the 15 minutes lag, where then we had the market structure shift on the 15 minutes here, right? And then, and I remove this one so it's a bit more clear. Then you have the before the market structure shift with this candle, you have this order block on the 15, right? Now if you go down on the 1 minute, if you go down on the 1 minute, if you notice the price never really came back into the 1 minute order block, and so and my rules, I have decided that I want to be a bit aggressive on these trades. So my rules are not the entry is not at the 1 minute order block, but is at the market structure shift. I don't know if the last time I checked, this bastard doesn't let me. I'm not sure why it doesn't show me the executions from the day before. I should have a picture. Stand by. Download. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Here you are. So the entry was 17,750. So essentially, I anticipated a little bit. But the market structure shift was here, right? But once I saw, this aggressiveness on the downside, I just went down. You have 1 minute level drawn. Yeah, this one, this order block, I was watching this 1 minute order block as a confluence, really, because when the 1 minute was coming up, I was this one was essentially the last red candle before. Sorry, was the last green candle before we were having this series of red, which were unmitigated. If you see it, like, this was unmitigated, and and as well as I was looking at some point, if you have seen the video, I was looking also this level of this order block. The only reason why I thought it was not then coming back on this order block is because the fair value gap here was already mitigated, so I wasn't really expecting at that point. Could have been a possibility, yeah, could have been a possibility for price to come back over there, because the fair value gap after the order block already had a mitigation. But if you see this one, this order block, and then the fair value gaps following the order block, they had not been mitigated. So that was more that is more valid in a sense. And once this candle, we tried to push up, but then got rejected, and we never closed. We never closed up to this on this order block. Then also that gave me more confidence about that trade. Candles, I think ICT, I never heard from him, but I think I have heard somewhere that ICT says that the wicks are made for damage. So essentially that was it, damage. If someone tried to enter before in this trade, and put the stop just above it. We got the alert on the MQ, so let's see what's happening on the 15 minutes here. Yeah, so hope that answered the question, but I'm really happy to come back to that. I really wanted to see now this 15 minutes candle close below this level to confirm this shift. So we need to wait for another 15 minutes to see if we have at least a small continuation before, but we can already start to map the 15 minutes order block over here at this point. Did I answer your question, Rob? Yeah, it's, that gives me a kind of confidence, right? But not essentially. What I really wait is what I really look for nowadays. These days, it's the 1 minute, coming back into the 15 minutes of the block, and then once I have the market structure shift, I'll take the trade at the market structure shift, essentially. But having the where is the picture? But having the confluence. Having the confluence of the order block and then the fair value gap and so on, it's kind of giving more confirmation. You kind of you kind of look for reasons you kind of look for reasons why things needs to happen. In this case, you see, on this leg down, everything was mitigated, or the block back, coming down, back, no space. The only place where it was a little bit of space was here between this candle and this candle, but this one tapped in, so we can call it as a mitigated. And then if you look at this order block, on the way down, nothing was mitigated, and where here is where the price essentially come back. Now this one was inside the 15 minutes order block, so better confluence than this it wasn't in this leg. One of the good things that is really happened to me lately and in the last couple of weeks, really, it's been you know, squaring down discipline, right? I mean, if I need to if I look back this week, at least so far, following my rules at 100%, it just gave to me like two trades, but were two trades where it was a winning trade. So if you think about in the long run, if you put some risk on it, and you have I don't wanna say 100% strike rate because it's gonna be impossible, but if you get 80% strike rate with the size, I need to pass this challenge. I have to. It's just that's what I think at this point. That is what we need to work at. Patience, discipline, waiting for the right setup, wait for the right moment. Like in this case, there is no setup, because yeah, we tapped downstay here, but we didn't close. So now if we come back into these 15 minutes or the block, it's not part of my game. I better stay out. Yeah, the problem with the London session, I think that most of the time is choppy. It's Asia, London session, most of the time is choppy. Definitely London session, it's not for me. If you need to look at London session, I think you are better off with some of the forex pairs, euro dollar, euro pound, this kind of things. If you wanna trade this market, the Nasdaq, the ES, then unfortunately this is time, and some of the opportunity they come up right around this time, around the 10 a.m. 11:45 window. Very rarely I have seen the nowadays the 9:30, 9:30, 9:40 you are in a trade, at least for me, at least for what I'm looking for right now. So nice push here on the 15 minutes. I think we are going to close below on this leg, so then we will need to just wait patiently that this is gonna come back into the 15 order block over there. Let's see the ES. The ES is rejecting, but really not moving, right? Seems like we are in consolidation here. One of the other thing I realized is this, that before I was watching only the ES. Now I'm watching both the ES and the Nasdaq. I'm finding more opportunity on the Nasdaq than the ES. Sometimes ES opportunities come up late, like yesterday. Really, we went back into the 15 minutes or the block I was looking, right? 15 minutes, it was 1:30. That was a nice trade too. If I was going to get it, I can. Here it is. So here is the leg down, right? Leg down. Going down, then we shift on the upside, right? Shift on the upside over here. We go back into the we go into the 15 minutes. We have this little right. We have then we make a new high, and here is the market structure shift on the downside, right? So if we take our dandy thing here and say we wanna target the low, 5.3 risk reward, amazing. Honestly, the only reason why I didn't do that is I didn't want to get I didn't want to get the loss. I didn't want to get the loss because I had already a nice win on the NQ, and honestly I said no, I don't want to give it back. If you can, appreciate if you smash that like button. Maybe the YouTube is gonna think that I am good enough to get some other subscriber here. It's I don't know, it's struggling right now. I don't think that I'm putting bad content outside, to be fair, but for some reason I'm not really getting much of the traction that I would like to get. Maybe my trading is boring, but hey, as long as you give me the green days and the green weeks. Yeah, I agree with you. We take time. Even because I mean, my YouTube channel is a bit old. First of all, second, you know, previous content is I don't remember now, but it's 1.5 years ago or something like this. When I was following Mr. Barack là. I cannot even imagine Scott. So now one of the things that I'm looking right here is that we have this 15 minutes order block, and that's good. And after the this 15 minutes order block, we had this candle down. I would have loved to have, you know, already this candle close the downstairs and then come back, but of course nothing is perfect. But if you look at here, we have a little fair value gap. So we have order block and the fair value gap, and that is a plus. I think one of the other issues that I'm having right now is that you know, if you look at the video that I made yesterday, is essentially a 39 minutes video. Of course, people doesn't really wanna like to watch the entire 39 minutes. And so I'm trying to do my best, like, you know, I don't know if you realized, but I did put like a chapter yesterday on that video and say, oh, that the entry was at this time. But what is one of the things that I would like, you know, to push forward is the people conception sometimes is they think that the you know, the trade is 5 minutes, 2 minutes and job done, only because they have seen you know, a video there which lasted, I don't know, 5 minutes, and they think, oh, that trade took 5 minutes, which was not really the reality of the show. And that also, I think that in the long run, when people watch this kind of video, they you know, they don't have the real feel of waiting for the price to do this, waiting to for the price to do that. So that is my intention, is to show the real side of the trading, right? Because in the end of the day, I think that technical, yes, at some point is all about discipline. It's all about be patient, but that is something that cannot be, I think that cannot be taught if it's not taught in a kind of or real time, or you know, really using the real scenario, the live. If the trade takes 15 minutes, takes 15 minutes. If the trade takes 8 minutes, nowadays I mean, true. It doesn't show the real side of trading though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going that route. I mean, I don't wanna be one of those I don't wanna be one of those channels, right, that they just show oh, I have done this, I have done that, and then they blow their account, you know. Yeah, that's what I wanna do. Thanks. Yeah, keep it real. So by this point, I really wanna see this price to go back into this 15 minutes order block and see if we can get an entry there. I need to say that streaming has I don't know, somehow streaming has helped me to fix a bit of psychology. First I wait for the price to come back on the 15 minutes order block, right? And then once the price is into the 15 minutes order block, then I wait for the 1 minute to change the state of delivery. So yeah, and then I look for the 1 minute to change for the choke. So in this case, in this case 1 minute is already going up. But I want this 1 minute to come back here. And this can very well be because what I see right now with my eyes is that this price is going to take this high, and essentially if he's taking this high, then he's gonna spike to this high. We take also this high. See, we will also take this high. That is all liquidity there. Another strategy I have looked is, I don't remember the name of the guy, I think it's Doji or something like that. He takes the inverse fair value gaps. I don't wanna start to mix strategies, but essentially, like this was a fair value gap. Once we close above, he probably would have taken an entry long over here with the stop just below there, and you know, targeting this high. It's a 3-hour trade, not bad. Yeah, I imagine. Right now, I just really wanna focus on one strategy and don't mix things up. In the last couple of months, I really have realized that mixing up things, it doesn't work for me. I just need to focus on one thing. You know, at this point, what I really don't wanna happen is that that we are going to close below this one, below this other block. Yeah, you mean on the 1 minute? Yes. If you look that way, yes. You got a retrace. You got a retrace of this leg. all the way up on the 5. Yeah, yeah. And this one, if you I mean, if it's part of your rules, of your strategy, I would say it's not a bad trade to take, because looking at the 5 and so on, you are back into the 5 minutes order block. Everything up is mitigated, right? Everything is mitigated. This was not mitigated, so we came back into the 5 minutes order block, and then we are reacting from there. If I take the FIBO and I look at the entire leg, you are below the 50%, right? So does it make sense to take this trade? My question is, do we want to risk $200 on this trade? Personally, at this point, I would not, because I don't want to give $200 knowing and FOMO in this trade, just because there is the 5 minutes here, blah blah blah, but the rest is not there. The price, yes, can go down and say, oh, that was a nice trade, I would have made money on that. In the long run, I have seen it doesn't work. Now, if we go back to the 1 minute, yes, we had a deep retracement here. We changed state of delivery once again, but in my opinion this is the trick where they got people in early. You go in early with your risk and for just to be taken out. Yesterday I said in the video, I said I don't know if you have watched that part, and I said early bird. Yeah. That is exactly the candle. This is the candle where they get the early bird in. Then you go into the trade and you became the liquidity. Yeah. Because I still think the price here is where he wants to go. Here where he wants to go. Now, if we take this low, I was wrong on that, you know. We may go to take this later on. Personally, at this point, I don't care. I know that I have followed my rules, and even though I have not made money today, you know, yeah, made a new low here. And even though we have not made money, I have not made money at least so far today. I am content with that. I have not given back. It's been an awful price action this morning, to be fair. I don't see much of happening. And perhaps here we are only building more liquidity, right? We have highs here, highs here. And if we would have taken the trade there, that long, that inverse fair value gap long there, target was not reached. And not even that would have worked. Alright, Rob, I don't know if you are still here, my friend. I need to get ready for my day, unfortunately. But yeah, the plan is remain the same. Unless this 1 minute doesn't come back into the 15 minutes order block, I don't really care. 1:15 there will be news, and I presume that's why we are having this kind of awful price action. So we see, I probably will see if I can take a trade in the afternoon session there. If I do, of course, I will put it into the if I do, I will put into the you know, in a new video. Another thing here that we need to be mindful at this point is that we are on the 15 minutes leg down. So if we are continuing to come down, right, we had our pullback essentially. So if we are making now a new low, we are not going to watch anymore these 15 minutes of the block, but we are going to watch the recent 15 minutes of the block. So well, appreciate it, man. You be here today with me. Nice chat. Yes, appreciate it. Thank you. Looking forward for next time. 100. Have a good night, my friend. Bye.